If you like what you see, why don't you think about subscribing? And make sure to check out my channel for videos just like this. What's going on, folks? It's MrBucketlist here, and today I'm on Oasis of the Seas, where I plan to show you all everything food on this cruise ship. First, starting off with all the specialty dining, and then I'll be doing a tour through the Solarium Bistro, and then I'll be doing some of the other complimentary venues, then the main dining room, then the buffet. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let's get right to it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start this video off at Chops Grill with their lunch that's included with the key. So this is one of them, the well-known specialty dining that's on board. And if you're curious about what the key is, that's essentially a VIP program that includes both internet, priority access, priority boarding, and then of course this lunch, among other things as well. Chops Grill is really, really good. As you all can see, I got this filet mignon. It had this mushroom gravy that came with it. Very, very good. I also got some sides, so things like potato fritters and also steak fries, which are amazing. So I mean, again, if you want a really good welcome lunch, even if you don't buy the key, you can buy this separately as well, or you can just buy this for lunch. I highly recommend it. And then this is another version when I actually got lunch here again. This burger was really good. I'm not a fan of sweet potatoes, so I don't know why I got those fries, but the sides were good, the mac and cheese and potatoes. This molten lava cake, oh my god, that was good as well. Just a gallery of the food here. And then the next area that we tried out was Giovanni's Table. So I've now been to both Giovanni's Kitchen and Giovanni's Table. Oasis of the Seas has Giovanni's Table. The menu was slightly different, but the reason why I went here was I was actually hosting a group cruise for this YouTube channel. It's my first time doing it. And I asked people that watch my channel to come and join me, so they did. So we had a great meal here. The food was fantastic. Oh my god, that calamari was so good. It was really, really good. Now, if I say which one do I prefer, Giovanni's Table or Giovanni's Kitchen, Table had better service, Kitchen had better offerings for food. But either way, as you all can see, this food is really, really good. And the food itself is pretty similar. If you look at the menus, it's very similar. And then this is just a run through of the different items here. Now, what I'll go ahead and do is I'll actually show you what I got at Giovanni's Kitchen. So this is it right here. Now, this was actually on a different cruise ship, but this was on Odyssey of the Seas. As you all can see, the items are definitely different. I mean, it's still Italian, but they're different items. Like I said, it was good, but the service here was horrible. And so it's like you're either going to get really good service on one ship and the food be okay, or you'll get really bad service with great food. So hopefully it was just kind of a one-off type of thing, at least when I was on that particular cruise. But either way, if you're curious about the differences, there you go right there. Now, Playmakers, this is one of my favorite places to go. That's my homeboy, Jay Merritt. So he was on a group cruise. I kept telling him about it. He saw it in my videos. He finally got to try it himself, and he loved it. But we loaded up. Y'all hear me? That campfire cookie, oh my God. It was so good. I asked for some milk, and I'm not even a big sweets person. And then these onion rings as well, the onion ring stack. This is a specialty restaurant where you can kind of just walk up and just kind of get a reservation. It's not really that hard to eat there, but it's really, really good. So I highly recommend Playmakers if you're someone that likes pub food and the whole bar aspect and all that type of stuff. And wings. I mean, their wings here are phenomenal. I think probably some of the best wings I've ever had on a cruise ship. They're really good. The Playmaker fries are good. They have that cheese sauce and Parmesan cheese. All together, as you all can see from these pics, Playmakers, that is the spot. I'm serious. I love Playmakers, and I love the environment. Now, before we move on from the specialty dining, I did want to show this barbecue restaurant as well. This was really, really good. Again, my friend Justin Merritt taught me into coming here. I didn't even know this was on board, but it was phenomenal. So if you're a huge barbecue fan, check this out, please. All right, so we're gonna move on to the Solarium Bistro. So this is one of the complimentary venues that's on board. So essentially they have an adults only solarium. And if you're hungry, you can come here and eat when it's actually open. They have different meals. So they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So all three meals. And it's never really that packed. Outside of breakfast time, when people are lining up waiting for excursions, you might see a little bit of crowd there. But I've never seen it busy for dinner, and honestly not really for lunch either, just mainly for breakfast. But they're good. Now, what I'll do as well is, not right now, but right now what I'm going to do is show you all kind of the slow version of it. A lot of people used to complain in the past, like, oh my God, you go so fast on your tours or whatever. I'm like, but this is a live buffet. People are screaming at me, and it just, no. So what I did was I put it on 60 frames per second, slowed it down so you all can see it. Again, this is the breakfast offerings, and as you all can see, it's not too busy. But either way, like I said, they have a good amount to offer. And again, this is all complimentary, so you just kind of walk up. You don't need a reservation, at least in the morning. At night, I think they do ask for a reservation, but in the morning and lunch, they don't need a reservation to walk in here. Just walk in here, get a plate, and leave on out. But quite a bit, like I said, quite a bit. And then they do have, again, your grits, your cereals, your eggs, your bacon, waffles, pancakes, corned beef hash. Then they have omelet stations, which you can see right there. They have a lot of different items. So again, essentially, just think about if you go to the buffet, it's essentially the same as everything. It's just a smaller buffet in the Solarium Bistro. And again, I would highly recommend, if you do have an excursion, or if you just don't like big crowds, I would highly recommend to come here instead of going to the buffet. But if you still want that buffet experience. And it's just a quick plate of what I got right here. Nothing too crazy in the Solarium Bistro. And then one last tour. So this is during the lunchtime. And as you all can see, they have some antipasta, some meats and things like that. Now, I will say this. So as far as the Solarium Bistro, at least on my cruises, and I'm Diamond with Royal Caribbean for those who aren't familiar with my channel, Solarium Bistro menu does not change that often. I think it pretty much stays the same for all of the days during the cruise. Now, with that said, when it comes to the buffet does change nightly. The MDR does change nightly, but the Solarium, it does stay the same the entire cruise. So maybe come here for maybe a meal or two, but if you're someone that likes a variety, you will kind of get tired of it. So yeah, they do offer steak, grilled steak during the Solarium Bistro lunchtimes. Like I said, if you're a steak fan and you don't want to go to a restaurant or something like that, like a sit-down restaurant, you can come to Solarium Bistro. And then another option as well is El Loco Fresh. So this is the Mexican place that's on board. This is honestly, in my opinion, it's almost like junk food. It's good, but it's not something I would highly recommend to go to if you haven't tried the other options yet. This is somewhere you go if you're on the pool deck, you want something really fast, and it's right there. With that said, when I have eaten here a couple times, I've gotten a stomach ache, so that's why I'm not a huge fan of it. But again, look at the type of food they offer. It makes sense why. So just know it's there, and it's not really that bad. Essentially, kind of think of it this way. It's almost Royal Caribbean's version of the Blue Iguana, but with less option, and it's not necessarily freshly prepared like on Carnival. Now, we are now at the MDR, and as you all can see, the food quality has dramatically increased as far as the presentation and stuff like that, which is great. In my opinion, I do believe that Royal Caribbean and the Celebrity Cruises, so that entire brand, does have some of the best main MDR, main dining room offerings and things like that. As you all can see, it's such a variety, and it's really, really good. Now, I do think Celebrity does, of course, because they're the higher tier, they do kind of edge out the competition a little bit more, but Royal Caribbean has bigger ships and they have more variety on their ships. So in general, it's almost a tie. They're both really, really good. Okay. And then as far as that Caesar salad is good, the French onion soup, that's always good. Everything I'm showing you all, it's actually really, really good. And then as far as the actual service time, the speed on this cruise ship on Oasis, I don't know that menu just said Icon, but this is actually from Oasis. As far as the actual service and stuff like that, it was good in here. We had this guy, he took really good care of us. He actually became one of my friends during the group cruise. He became one of my friends, and then he became friends with one of my friends on the group cruise, and he was looking out for us. We had a pretty decent sized amount of people, and every single time we never had to wait to get a table because he looked out for us. So it was actually really, really cool. And again, this is the steak, so you've seen different steaks and lobster and stuff like that in the main dining room. There you go. Now, with that said, I know in the past, before you can you can order as much as you want and just kind of waste food in a way. That is a thing of the past. They will charge you more if you get a certain amount of entrees. I forgot how many more you have to. I think if you get more than 2, they start charging you and stuff like that. So please be aware. That is something they do now to kind of save from food waste and things like that. But either way, like I said, the food in the main dining room, as you all can see, is phenomenal. All right, and so after I go ahead and go through this gallery of food in the main dining room, our next venues are just kind of going to be some more complimentary venues around the cruise ship and things like that. Again, this cruise ship, even though it's the first Oasis class cruise ship in Royal's line, there's still a lot of stuff. Actually, before I do that, let me kind of show, and I apologize for that half-eaten donut, but let me show some of the breakfast offerings in the main dining room. That right there was so good. So it's fried chicken and waffles, and that it had like some syrup and gravy. It was something new that they were trying out, and it was really, really good. And then this is inside the Crown Lounge. And so essentially, if you're diamond like myself, you can come in here and get food. These wings were really good as well, but again, not everyone's diamond or above or has suite, so they can't come in there. But that is the Crown Lounge. And then right here is going to be the Cafe Promenade. So this is one of the free venues that's on board. So it's almost 24 hours. I don't think it exactly is 24 hours, but it's pretty close to it. But if you just need a quick snap, you just walk over here, you grab something, you can leave. They have a lot of different offerings as well as far as in this cafe. So like I said, it's just a lot. So I really highly recommend that you come here as well for items and things like that. Like I said, this is also going to change from lunch to from breakfast to lunch to dinner. This will have 3 different versions of the food offerings in here as well. And then this is my room service breakfast. On my beautiful balcony. So at the time I had a boardwalk balcony. One of the best balconies I've ever had. It was right in front of the theater, so you get a view of the boardwalk, the view of the ocean, and the view of the theater all from your balcony. And you can eat there and watch a good meal. Now on to the buffet. This is the big one here. So this was the lobster dinner. Now sometimes lobster buffet brunch. Lunch actually. Sorry. But with this buffet, again, it just really depends on where your cruise is leaving from, what the cruise is for, and stuff like that. But these offerings will change. But this one was actually really, really good. As you all can see, they had a good variety of food and things like that, good desserts and things like that. It was phenomenal, a really good time. And again, I apologize for those who saying I was going too fast. Again, you see all these people. Ooh, look at that! But you see all these people in here. I mean, they're not going to sit around and wait around for some vlogger they've never seen before to get their food. And then that's my lobster meal. So I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Eat good and live life. It's Mr. Bucket List.